There we go. Hey, everybody. Sean O'Connor from Macabre Daily here, and it's another installment of Desert Island Dorks. You're going to have to figure out what the theme is as we figure out what the theme is. I'm not going to preface it. Everybody will figure it out as we go along, but it's going to be a whole hell of a lot of fun. Thank you to Jarrod Hornbeck for suggesting it. I'm just going
to... That doesn't sound sincere, Sean. You're basically just said, I don't understand the assignment, and then thanked me for suggesting it. This sounds disingenuous.
Wait, Jarrod, if you listen close enough, you can hear the pin being pulled on the grenade and it landing in your lap.
Just threw you under the bus, man.
All right. No, I have faith in this. I think it's actually going to be a really, really great conversation tonight. But let's do some intros, shall we? Right below me, I have none other than Erik Hanson, creator and host of Cradle to the Grave, the best horror-themed podcast out there when I'm not listening to...
I'm going to Venmo you that $20, Sean. Don't worry. It's coming soon.
Erik, I don't even want to look. It's already gonna start out on the wrong note, but I can't find my Gravedigger pin. I know it's in my room. I wanted to wear it
Bastard.
Today.
You bastard.
I'll find it. I'll have it on next time.
But... Who designed the Gravedigger?
You're all grave diggers except for John Holland. But that's happening soon. I'm getting John to come on the show soon. You were on for my trivia contest, though, John. You were the big winner of that. That was a lot of fun.
I hate to say it because it feels very pretentious, but I literally knew every question that you gave.
You're right. It does sound pretentious.
Unsurprising.
I knew every single one of them.
But I like how you acted like you're like, giving Sylvester a chance to catch up. It was
funny. I was asking Erik about how the trivia went because I wasn't able to join, and then I was like thinking about it. I was like, I gotta get John to come out to final exam one time, come out to the city for final exam, because I was telling Erik about my Brooklyn Horror Society trivia team.
Oh yeah, when you hosted Cradle to the Grave and I was a guest.
Yes.
During that conversation, that was a great episode, by the way, when you took over my show, Jarrod.
Yeah, well, you know what? I figured you do no preparation, so I might as well take over.
I love final exam. I got to go to that once. We came in second.
Nice.
Yeah, it's super fun. When I was telling Erik, when I go play Brooklyn Horror Society, it's like John saying, like, I knew every answer. It's like we like walk in for Brooklyn Horror Society trivia, and the team is like me, Lowell, Mike Cucinato from Icons of Fright, my buddy Danny Torkel, and Michael Gingold.
Game over, man. Game over.
That's our team.
I had Catherine Mary Stewart on my team when I went. So.
Oh yeah, because she's friends with Joe Zazzo.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Dude, that's like 80s all-time, like, that's top 5 crush for me.
She's wonderful. She's like the sweetest lady.
Oh, my God.
I met her at Barrows. She was really cool.
Oh,
yeah.
Amazing.
Was she good at the trivia, Robert?
Yeah, she was good. Yeah, she knew her stuff, which was cool. We, when I say we came in second, it was like a distant second.
Yeah.
Were you
but it was fun.
At the trivia, Robert?
What's that?
Were you good at the trivia?
I was pretty good. I would say like my percentage was like 75 to 80%.
It was horror trivia, so like every third answer for you was Notting Hill.
Yeah, of course. Notting Hill. Holy shit. What a reference.
All right, come on, let's keep going here. We got a lot to talk about. Next up is none other than Steve Guntli, actor extraordinaire.
Hello. Thank you so much for having me.
I don't want to steal your thunder, dude, but I hear you've got some news that you want to talk about.
I'm very excited. I'm going to be, pretty soon, I'm going to be contributing over there at Macabre Daily. Yeah, I'm going to be writing reviews for you guys, and we write some features. I'm really, really, really excited. This is going to be super cool, and thank you to Sean and to help him get that set up, man. That's amazing. Yeah, it's going to be, I'm really hyped.
Oh, I'm thrilled. I'm absolutely thrilled. I'll be thrilled up until the point where you replace me. Then I won't be thrilled anymore.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Well, so give me a week. Yeah, enjoy this week of being thrilled because I'm gunning for you.
I know, man. Jared's taking over my podcast. Steve's taking over Macabre Daily. Man, it's a coup.
We're like a virus. It's the
we're a bunch of usurpers
virus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, younger.
Yeah, no, very excited to be here. I'm glad that the scheduling was able to work out. Like all of
Steve, I feel like I haven't seen you in like a year, dude.
No,
it's been forever.
I know. I've missed out on the last several, and I hate doing it. But my schedule's been so busy that we needed an act of God to get us all on the mic at the same time. Luckily, the snowstorm that's kind of crippling all of us right now did not cripple our internet, so we were able to make this work.
So far, so good. Steve, of course, is the sweeter half of the Puppet Masters Castle Freaks podcast. I don't know about that. Up next, we have none other than two-time Stoker Award-winning author Robert Ottone, whose upcoming novel, oh my God, Robert, I just blanked at the Amityville. I want to call it the Amityville Experience. What is wrong with me?
Oh my God, no!
Right?
Fail.
That's that new Orlando Universal Studios Orlando.
I don't want to be the one to say it, but Steve would get that title right.
Wow,
of course, Sweet Face would.
Guard your Stokers.
Yeah,
I always guard my Stoker.
My book, Amityville Awakens, comes out October 6th, 2026 from Clash.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I think there's rumblings that I might be on a certain podcast that Jarrod and Steve host. It would be an honor. I'd be very excited. And I would, of course, love to return to Cradle to the Grave as well. But I have a feeling if I just text you,
you're always welcome.
Robert, you know what's weird now? Now I don't know who's going to be doing the interview with you, me or Steve from Macabre Daily.
Well, you and I are going to do our book talk. So if you want it to be Steve, I'm very cool with that because you and I will have a book talk.
That's true.
Either way,
all
right. Figure that out.
Then we have none other than, look at this. Steve's the sweet face, so I have to find a new nickname for John Collins. Bubbly man about town, John Collins, incredible author of the Leeds Point Horror,
trivia master.
Oh yeah, that's unfair. I'm upset about your team, Jarrod. We need to break that up.
Well, I also forgot Lowell. Lowell's on the team too.
Son of a bitch. Lowell with the Nightmare Autopsis, which when I say his book title too fast, it comes out Nightmare Autopiss. So I have to remind myself to say it nice and slow.
Autopiss.
Back to John Collins.
Hi.
John, tell everybody what you got coming out in the spring.
My short story collection, Altars and Abandoned Houses, will be debuting at StokerCon.
Hell yeah.
Fantastic.
I'm looking forward to that.
I have seen the cover.
Hey, John, I can always edit this out. Can we mention Meg and what a great job she did on the cover?
No, I'm not yet.
Okay, then we're taking that right out. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And then of course we have none other than Jarrod Hornbeck, the handsomest addition to the Puppet Master. All right, I'm trying to
Debatable
Castle Freaks podcast. Who do you guys have coming up that you're super excited about?
We have
Robert
some really
Ottone.
good. Robert Ottone, yeah. We're really excited for down the line, 6 months from now or whenever we can do that to try to make it line up a little bit better with the book release. We have really good ones.
It's going to be on our Notting Hill episode, which is going to be really good.
We're going to figure out a way to make that relate to the topic of to the theme of the show. No, we have some really great episodes coming up because we I'm not sure when this is going to drop, but we record our show so far in advance that we're sitting right now on probably 9 or 10 episodes that have been released or recorded and not released yet. So, I mean, there's there's different journalists, critics, writers, people who, there's a lot of really fun ones. I'm trying to think who in particular by the time this comes out. I mean, we just recorded one with Becky Dark, who's one of our favorite return people.
Insane.
We love her.
To her and Kevin go through the Hammer filmography, and it's unbelievable.
Yeah, we had a friend of mine who's a great writer and critic, Katie Reif. She did an episode with us. We just recently had for our 150th episode, which will be probably 10 or so episodes by the time you hear this, but it was for Ginger Dead Man versus Evil Bong.
Yeah.
And it was Mary Beth
I don't know how you guys do
McAndrews,
it, man. I don't know how
who
you
was
do
a
it.
big Dread Central contributor, and just a lot of really big ones. And I don't know the timing necessarily compared to when this will be released, but we should have a From Beyond Redux, because we covered that really early in the show before we had any, fraction of the kind of the audience and stuff that we do now, with Barbara for its 40th.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be on the way, probably in
very excited to have her back.
late March or so.
That's fantastic. Robert, John, and I actually have someone we'd like to talk to you about. We won't do it now, but Casey, guys, we got to get Casey on.
Yeah, totally.
These two.
We're down with whatever. Yeah.
Oh, she's just the coolest. But anyway, all right, let's get to it. So
wait.
What
about Mr. Sean O'Connor? I know you got all kinds of podcasts out there. You're not only Macabre Daily. What else you doing out there, man?
I mean, I did have stuff going on, but then Steve Guntli joined Macabre Daily, and I think I'm going to be fired this week.
Yeah, working on it. Yeah, well, we call it restructuring. It's not a big deal.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. Yeah.
So hurtful. Thank you for asking. Thank you for bringing it up, bud. I have got the Paper Cuts column. Now we're bringing on additional contributors to Macabre Daily. I can't say anything right now, but we, in addition to Steve, there are feelers out there now for additional contributors specifically for Paper Cuts, and I do believe both of them have accepted, and it's going to be really exciting. You guys know one of the people, and they're going to be able to really blow up Paper Cuts. So, I'm a one-man show right now. Now I've got Steve to rely on. Steve's definitely going to be doing a lot of movies, but I'm going to drag him into some books as well if he wants. But these other two contributors are going to be specifically books, and they're really great writers, and they have great relationships, and they're just two of the coolest people out there when it comes to horror literature. So that's the exciting news there. I'll be able to announce it by the time we record next. And then Fear on Film, Joe Velasquez is one of the nicest, sweetest, coolest people out there, and he knows damn near everything about movies. So I'm having a blast doing the podcast with him. We're going to have to get him on here one of these days.
For sure.
Joe's
hella cool.
And that's it. I mean, that's it. I'm just trying to stay out of trouble. Oh, you know what? And guys, I'm sorry. I just need to do this really quick because the day that we're recording this is the day after there was another murder in
Minneapolis.
Minneapolis. And even though this isn't a political podcast at all, I know that all of us here feel the same way, and we just want to send our support out to everyone who is fighting the good fight and resisting, and fuck ICE, and fuck Trump, and fuck Kristi Noem, and fuck Stephen Miller, and fuck that whole administration. It won't last forever, and times are going to change quickly. Believe it.
Yeah. If anybody's out there and you're wondering what you could do to help, it's just find Greg Bovino and kick out that stack of phone books he's standing on, and then he'll just crack his skull open.
Mm-hmm.
He reminds me of fucking Big Helmet from Spaceballs, that cunt. Asshole. Anyway.
I will say this real quick, Sean, that I need this Desert Island Dorks chat today, because yesterday, man, I was just in a funk because everything that's happening in this country right now, like you just said. And I really rely on my friends and the horror community to help, get us through these times, because we got to lean on each other, man. That's why I did that trivia thing the other night with John and Sylvester. Like, I really needed that. I needed to connect with people, with people who care about what's happening. And so I really appreciate you doing this, Sean, and all of you guys getting together today. It really means a lot to me. So, yeah.
And I am heartened that the Trump administration, for all of their other many mistakes, they violated one of the classic rules of warfare, which is do not invade Russia in winter. They are starting to fight with Minnesotans on their turf in negative 10-degree weather. And guess what? They're not bothered by it, because that's a Tuesday for them. So
good point.
They are turning out in droves, and it's really inspiring to see how many people are out in the streets right now, like protesting, despite it all, despite the fear, despite the warmongering. So don't fuck with Minneapolis, man.
Absolutely. Well said, guys. Great. succinct thoughts. Love that you said it. And Erik, you bring up a great point. If anyone's listening to this, lean on your friends. That's what they're there for. Let's all support each other. But let's talk some horror, shall we?
Do it.
Let's do it.
Okay, so Jarrod, just give me like the thumbs up or the thumbs down. I'm gonna try and summarize what we're doing here. We're going to go around the horn and we're going to talk about horror experiences that we would love to go back and experience for the first time all over again.
So yeah, I instead of a thumb up or a thumb down, I'll just say my thought process behind coming up with a theme for this was, and this wouldn't necessarily be one you would choose for the nature of this show, but like somebody who thought, wow, I wish I had been old enough to have seen The Wizard of Oz when the film turned color in the theater. So you can kind of get the experience of the crowd. You can see something that was monumental at the time. Now, it doesn't have to be that magnitude. There could be something that just resonates with you. And you're like, well, circumstances are I was too young. The movie came out before I was born, or the movie came out when I was 3 and I didn't get the chance to see it in the theater. So anything like that, like a movie moment you didn't experience in the theater. I think the one caveat is just that not because you just decided not to and realized later on and that you made a mistake, like one that you couldn't actively have necessarily. Although I know, sometimes people take young kids to movies that maybe not appropriate for children, depending on who you ask. But what I kind of am looking ahead at the way this conversation is going to go, and I'm actually kind of more excited that the rules seem a little loose, because I'm really curious to see where people will go with this, how they'll bring their own interpretation into it. I don't think there's any wrong answers, except maybe for whatever Erik says.
Well, I'm sure we'll
drag Erik
argument. I promise that. All right, this is great though, because you are going to kick us off. I have my layout right here, and you're in the number 1 position.
Wonderful. So I'm going to kick it off with. So in going with a theme, this is a movie that I was not technically old enough. I was alive, but not technically old enough to have seen in the theater. I didn't catch it until its television premiere a couple years later. And the scene in particular that I would love to go back to, this would have been sometime in 1990, when I would have been, I was about 9 when the movie came out, and I was probably 11 or so when I saw it on TV. But I would love to go back to a theater and sit with a live crowd and watch what I will call the hospital hallway scene of William Peter Blatty's Exorcist 3.
Oh. There we go. Okay. Yeah. The infamous jump scare. Yeah.
Perfect. You got it. Yeah.
So that one, to me, I think that scene is just orchestrated and staged in such a brilliant way. I'm a huge fan of Exorcist 3. It's like it's a movie that I remember when I saw it for the first time at 10 or 11 years old being like, I feel like people are sleeping on this movie. It wasn't particularly well liked by critics when it came out, and the public opinion was temperate at the time. It's really gained a lot of cult status and appreciation over the last year. I mean, the one, I think major benefactor it had